Okay, so imagine this. In the middle of the month, salary is almost gone and your phone rings. A loved one had been rushed to the hospital, or your device got damaged and needs repair, or your car broke down, or worst case scenario, your company announces layoff and your job that gives you daily or regular income is gone. What happens? Now ask yourself this question. If your income stops today, how long could you survive without borrowing money? If your income stops coming in today, then how long can it take you to live, to survive without borrowing from anyone? Will it take you 1 week? Will it take you 1 month? Or will it take you even less than 3 days? Then the answer to this question determines if you are financially prepared for the unexpected or not. And that's exactly why every adult needs an emergency fund. Now, one of the biggest financial mistakes people make is believing that emergency only happens to other people. But you know what? Emergency is only a matter of when. It is only a matter of when. And the difference between financial peace and financial panic often comes down to one thing: preparation. How prepared are you for emergency? How prepared are you for the unexpected? An emergency fund is your financial shock absorber. It gives you breathing room when life takes an unexpected turn. So, what is an emergency fund? Emergency fund is that money that you set aside only for emergency occurrence. It is not a fund set aside for shopping, for rent, for latest phone, aside for vacation. It is reserved for the unexpected events that could mar your life or that could make your financial life have a negative turnaround, which can affect your health or your income or your home or even your essential transportation. So think of emergency fund as your financial first aid. You hope you won't need it often, but you'll be grateful it is there when you need it. Why then do you need an emergency fund? Let's take a look at what emergency fund will protect you from. Number one, it will protect you from job loss. So if you lose your job or your source of income unexpectedly, then your emergency fund will give you time to look for a better paying job without making desperate financial decisions. So many people took some jobs out of desperation. Why? Because they needed to fill that gap. This happens when one does not have an emergency fund. Then it will also protect you from medical emergencies. Even if you have health insurance, unexpected medical costs can arise. Some ailments are not covered even under your health insurance. And reason why you need an emergency fund, because an emergency fund helps you focus on your recovery instead of worrying about how to pay. It helps you focus on how you recover rather than focusing on how you pay for the bill. Then emergency funds protects you from urgent repairs. Either your car, your gadgets, your device, your laptop, your phone, or your home appliances don't have to wait until the next paycheck when they break down. Having cash set aside prevents these situations from becoming a financial burden on you. Then it also protects you from debt, from entering into debt, because some people are in financial bondage today because they've taken loans that has high interest and they took it out of desperation because they do not have emergency funds to fall back. So having an emergency fund in place will protect you from taking those desperate loans that would keep wrecking your financial life. So now, how much should you save? This is one of the most common questions. But you know what? A good starting point is 3 to 6 months of essential living expenses. 3 to 6 months essential living expenses. So you should be able to build your emergency fund to cover at least 3 to 6 months of your monthly essential need, of your monthly essential saving. Notice I said expenses, not salary. So if your monthly essential expenses is 150,000 naira, then aim for an emergency fund of between 450,000 naira for 3 months or 900,000 naira for 6 months. With this, whatever happens to your income, whatever happens to your finances, you would be able to stay afloat and not drown for the next 3 to 6 months at the minimum. This amount may sound overwhelming, but you don't need to panic. You don't have to build it over time. You don't have to build it overnight. time. Start with your first 20,000, then increase it gradually. Make it grow steadily. Make it grow gradually till you hit that target that you set for yourself. If your target is 1 year emergency fund, then you're good to go. Keep building it over time. Then in a little while, you would be able to meet that your target. And even if you don't meet that your target, whatever happens, it will cushion the effects on you at that time. So this brings us to the next question. Where should I keep the fund? An emergency fund should be safe, it should be easier to access, and it should be separate from your daily spending account. It should be safe, easier to access. You should not put your emergency fund in a place where it will take you 3 days, 1 week, 1 month to get it out. Your emergency fund should be in a place where it is easily accessible. You can access it online real time. Also avoid keeping it in the same account you use for your regular spending or for your daily spending, because you would be tempted to spend that money. The set goal is to make it available anytime it is genuinely needed, not for your daily expenses. Please note that an emergency fund is for unexpected necessities. Not planned desire. It is not for preferity. It is not for your daily expenses. It is for unexpected, genuine emergency. So each time you use it for something that is not an emergency, then you weaken the protection you're building for yourself. So how do you start? How do you start building your emergency fund? Here is a simple plan. Decide on a monthly saving amount. Decide on how much you'll be saving monthly, and also decide if you would increase it over time or it will be that static amount depending on what your target is. Then automate the transfer immediately after payment. Once your salary or once your income hits your account, ensure to automate the transfer so that as you're receiving your paycheck, you're moving the fund into your emergency fund account. Then step 3, treat your emergency fund as untouchable unless it's a genuine emergency. Treat your emergency fund as untouchable unless you have a genuine emergency. Remember that consistency matters rather than starting with huge amount or a large amount. Remember that consistency matters rather or more than starting with a large amount. So to recap, an emergency fund protects you from unexpected expenses, helps you to avoid debt, gives you financial confidence, reduces your stress, and keeps your long-term financial plan on track. You can't predict the next emergency, but you can prepare for it. And preparation is one of the greatest gifts you can give your future self. So I want you to do one thing today. Write down your emergency fund target. After looking at what your expense, your monthly essential expense is, now choose your emergency fund target. Is it a 3-month target? Is it a 6-month target? Is it a 1-year target? Then decide how much you'll be contributing monthly starting from this month, even if it is a small amount. Building a financial security starts with one intentional step. So if this video has helped you, then subscribe to this channel, like this particular video, share to your colleagues, friends, family, and watch out for the next episode. Share to your friends, share to your family, share to your loved ones, and watch out for our next episode.